Welcome, everybody, to the SAG Awards pregame show. My God, this is the last of the major guilds that is coming. The last the last of the major guilds that we have to go through, like that we're going to be watching. So yeah, 1 minute late, you goober. No, you're the goober, EastTVR. You're the goober. No. Alexandra Genosa says, good evening. Good evening, Alexandra. Hello, peeps. Hello, Mudstyle. Hey, how's everything going? How is everything going today? SAG Awards are tonight? My God. Oh my God, so much could happen. So much could happen. Hello, Aaron. Did you get ReactBot's SAG predictions? No, but I can't really bring out ReactBot because, like, ReactBot. Oh my God, my brain is just kind of bleh today. But, yeah, like, I'm not, like, basically, ReactBot takes up a lot of CPU resources, or a lot of, like, graphics card resources. I'm not sure which one it is. But, yeah. I want chaos somehow, with some surprises tonight. Oh, maybe there's chaos, who knows? EastTVR says, I honestly think whatever wins actress tonight is winning the Oscar. Even if Demi Moore wins, I would still predict Mikey Madison because she is in a much stronger film with Honora. Ooh, oh yeah, I forgot we have... oh yeah, I have my little SAG nominations thing. So yeah. There's no way Mikey wins the Oscar with a lone BAFTA. I mean, you can win the Oscar off of a lone BAFTA. That's the thing. Like, Olivia Colman did it. And if we're talking about just acting categories in general, you know, as Anthony Hopkins did it for The Father, it's like, you can win off of the BAFTA alone. You can absolutely win off the BAFTA alone. What if Cynthia Erivo wins Best Actress? I would still say Mikey wins, because, like, that doesn't really tell us either way. Maybe it shows us a little bit of strength for Fernanda Torres, but I don't really know. Coleman had the Globe comedy, too. That is true. That is true. Yeah, you know what? You're true. Yeah, that is true. But, like, again, with Anthony Hopkins, like, he won nothing except except for the BAFTA. But yeah, like, you can win off the BAFTA. Oh yeah, and also Frances McDormand won off BAFTA alone. Fall Guy wins stunts because of world record next. I haven't even predicted anything. My predictions are really just the same as they were. Oopsies. But I probably will just put this up here, because it's a little bit more exciting. Mark Rylance won off BAFTA alone, too. Yeah, that is true. Mark Rylance won off of the BAFTA alone. I still think Torrance could win the Oscar purely off of passion. But we don't know how. But the thing is, we don't know how strong that passion is. Because, like, the Golden Globes and the Oscars, that was, like, the peak. That was where we saw that there was a lot of, before the Oscars, the Golden Globes was, like, the only place where, like, I'm Still Here had any buzz. No, other than the international categories, no extra nominations at either Critics' Choice or BAFTA, like, especially not BAFTA, because BAFTA, like, long listed I'm Still Here for, like, nothing except for a film not in the English language, and no SAG nominations. So that's the problem. Like, that's the problem. I feel like, we're just not going to know how much passion there is for I'm Still Here. Would you have voted for Anthony Hopkins or Chadwick Boseman in 2021? Anthony Hopkins. Anthony Hopkins is, like, one of the best lead actor wins I've ever seen. If Grande wins supporting tonight, is Saldana still the clear frontrunner? I would still say so, because it's like, Saldana still has more precursors. And it's not going to be, and the thing is with Ariana Grande, she's not going to be like Jamie Lee Curtis, where, yeah, she won off of SAG alone and then won the Oscar. Because Wicked's not winning Best Picture. Everything Everywhere All at Once was winning Best Picture. So that doesn't really tell me either way what's going to happen. ASC Awards are also tonight. What's your prediction for that? Probably The Brutalist. I'm going to assume it's The Brutalist. Awards obsession. Hello. Frances McDormand won Critics' Choice for 3 Billboards, but yet Anthony Hopkins won. But also, The Father was nominated for Best Picture. But again, you also gotta realize, we're talking about we're talking about Frances McDormand winning for Nomadland, not 3 Billboards. Like 3 Billboards, yeah, she swept the entire season. We're talking about like Frances McDormand won off of BAFTA alone for Nomadland. Hello, Christina B. Hello. Have you seen Nickel Boys? Yes, I've seen Nickel Boys. Yeah, like it is fantastic. It's it's so far one of the best films I've seen from 2024. Is great. Let's see. A Rafe and Conclave ensemble win is the only story that could change the Honora wave. That would make things very fascinating. That would make things really interesting. I don't think that's going to happen, and I think even if it were to happen, I would still probably go with Honora. But man, oh man, if that were to happen, I mean, also USC Scripter Awards happened last night, and Conclave beat Nickel Boys. So it seems like even in a race between Nickel Boys and Conclave, like in a non-British place, Conclave would still it's still beating Nickel Boys. Have you seen Conclave? Yes, I've seen every Best Picture nominee except for A Complete Unknown. But A Complete Unknown comes out on digital tomorrow, and I'll be able to see it. Oh, thoughts on A Complete Unknown winning at Cinema Audio Society for sound mixing? It could win at the Oscars. I would hold my horses when it comes to that, because like the voting period, the Oscars voting has already ended, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like Dune just kind of makes sense. It's like, oh yeah, it's gonna win sound and visual effects. A Complete Unknown winning lone sound, that doesn't happen a lot, especially not like, you know, when in like the lone sound category. No, granted, Top Gun Maverick did that too, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's just like when you think of sound, you're gonna more likely think of Dune Part 2. Conclave is the most certain winner of the above the line noms. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I would. Yeah, Conclave. It has had literally the only reason why it didn't win Writers Guild is because it was not eligible. If it was eligible for Writers Guild, it probably would have won. I have Chalamet winning SAG. Yes, yeah, I have that too. Even I don't think he's going to win the Oscar, but I do think he will win SAG. Love your videos, Hannahcast. ASC is also tonight. What are you predicting there? I'm predicting Nosferatu because guilds don't like the Brutalist. I mean, I don't know. Like, I think cinematography will still happen. But even if that were to happen, even if Nosferatu were to happen, I would still predict the Brutalist for the Oscar because it's in Best Picture. And it's not like a Blade Runner 2049 situation. Like, this is a completely different situation. I'm predicting Chalamet because SAG hates the Brutalist. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'm doing that too. I'm predicting, for Timothée Chalamet to win because like the fact that they didn't even nominate Guy Pearce, like what? Like the SAGs hated the Brutalist in a way that I didn't even expect. Has there ever been a stunt ensemble win for a box office flop? I think there probably has. I mean, well, okay, I don't want to count Wonder Woman 84 because every movie flopped that year. But, like, I'm pretty sure there's been, like, Mad Max Fury Road didn't do that well at the box office. I mean, it was a critical hit, but it wasn't, like, the biggest box office hit. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, last year, Mission Impossible Fallout kind of flopped at the box office, partly due to its gigantic budget. And that won Stunt Ensemble, so you have that. A Complete Unknown hasn't won a single thing this award season, so I don't think that Timmy's going to win. I think he will win at SAG because, again, you just look at what's going on. Clearly, SAG loves A Complete Unknown, and they just don't really care for the Brutalist. I think if Adrian Brody wins tonight, then okay, yeah, it will be a clean sweep. But I just don't think he's winning because there's just no strength for the Brutalist here. Box office performance has no impact on the stunt category. Yeah, I would agree. Stunt is between Wicked, The Fall Guy, and Deadpool. Honestly, I would predict Wicked. I don't have Wicked winning anything else, and granted, on paper, it does not really make sense for Wicked to win stunts, but they will sometimes do that. They will sometimes give it to the movie that they just like the most. You know, look at Black Panther beating Mission Impossible Fallout, or, Wonder Woman, both Wonder Woman movies winning stunt ensemble, when really I thought there were more impressive stunt films. Like, instead of Wonder Woman... instead of Baby Driver, they went for the first Wonder Woman. Which, to be fair with Wonder Woman, like there are some different circumstances when it comes to female stunts, because obviously they're gonna have less clothes on, less padding, so like that's gonna yeah, there is a little bit of an argument you can make there, but it's also like the magnitude of stunts in Baby Driver, like with the car stunts, it's kind of insane. Yeah, what I mean by less padding, obviously, like protective padding when it comes to, because like, for example, like that's like stunt people wear that all the time, like, whenever someone, especially if someone has to do a fall, like they fall on their back or something, they'll usually have like a padding, like some padding underneath their clothes to lessen the blow. But with a lot of women stunt performers, they don't really get that luxury, because obviously the audience, they want to see those pretty ladies, hoo-hoo, and so they're not really given as much like physical protection as men stunt performers. So there is a little bit of an argument for Wonder Woman there, but yeah. Why do you have Wicked winning stunts? It shouldn't have been even been nominated. I'm not saying it shouldn't have been. I'm just saying it just makes the most sense. Because, like, I'm not predicting SAG, I'm not predicting Wicked to win anything else. That's the problem. I'm not predicting Wicked to win anything else. And I don't think it's going to go home empty-handed like, Banshees of Inisherin, because Banshees of Inisherin got the nominations it was expected to get nominated for. But Wicked got more nominations than it was expected to get, like Jonathan Bailey. With that kind of an overperformance, I think it's got to win something. And that's what I'm saying, Annie Rude. There's a little bit of a difference between Wicked and Banshees. Like, Banshees got exactly the amount of nominations it was supposed to get. Wicked did more than that. Grande could take supporting actress because SAG loved Wicked. Maybe, but I don't know. Again, I just don't know. What are you predicting winning for Emilia Perez? At SAG, nothing. I don't think... Actually, no. No, never mind that. Never mind. Zoe Saldana. I think Zoe Saldana is going to win supporting actress. Did you see Becoming Led Zeppelin? No. I will say, guys, thank you guys for being here. I do want to let you guys know there are some ways you can support the channel. You could go down here, and go to ko-fi.com/Christian Hannah and send a tip. We got rent coming up on the 1st, and obviously it's February, which means it's a shorter month, and so we don't really we're trying to get rent and stuff, and if you want to help out, please consider doing so. You could do that either through Ko-fi. That's probably the more the more readily available version. Like, that's going to get it to us quicker. But however, if you also want to get a membership or gift memberships, then you could do that as well. So yeah, guys, consider becoming a member, or even more preferably right now, consider supporting me through Ko-fi. Thank you guys so much. Anyways, do you have a letterbox? Yes, I do. I have, it's at the Hannahcast. Wicked in stunts is an inspired nomination and very deserving for a review of belting while flying around on a harness and parkour dancing and the Dancing Through Life library wheel, in my opinion. But that's the thing, how would you do the difference between stunts and dancing? Because I feel like there is a bit of a difference between those two. It's kind of hard to judge those. Let's not be shocked if Wicked gets ensemble with Jonathan Bailey in acting. Okay, if Jonathan Bailey won supporting actor, that would actually be the shock of the evening. Because he's nominated nowhere else. That would be insane. Do Oscars stats even exist? More than one have been broken this year, so I have a feeling that all of them are just coincidences. Well, no, stats do exist for a reason, and sure, they can be broken, but you're still best going with the stats than without the stats. Because it's just yeah. Avengers Endgame beat Ford v Ferrari, The Irishman, Joker, and Hollywood in 2019, which were all in Best Picture, so I'm predicting The Fall Guy. But again, it's they still, but I just don't know. Avengers Endgame was also the highest grossing movie at that time of the year. At that time, it was the highest grossing movie of all time. So it's whereas The Fall Guy just kind of, everyone forgot about it and it flopped. Is the Brother Bro collab this week? Yes, I'm going to be recording the collab on Tuesday, and the video will go up on Wednesday, which, for those of you who don't know, I am going to be collabing with Brother Bro, and we give our final Oscar predictions, so stay tuned for that. Imagine if SAG just throws a Wicked party and give it so many wins. Okay, like, I don't know. Like, let's just say, like, even if Wicked were to win ensemble, lead actress, and supporting actress, I would be like, whoa. Like, I would genuinely be shocked. I'd be like, okay, how much is this love gonna translate to the Oscars? Because if it's winning 2 SAG awards, I would have to assume it's if it wins lead actress and supporting actress, I would have to assume maybe it wins one of them at the Oscars. Wicked or Conclave or Wicked, it makes the most sense to take ensemble. Honora only consists of like 3 to 4 people. Everyone hates Emilia Perez. Most people only recognize Charlemagne, a complete unknown. But at the same time, Honora is like the best picture winner and it has an ensemble. And also there's more than 4 people in Honora. Like, you know, there's still more people. Like they're probably around maybe even 5 or even like more than 5 people. And it's going to probably have the Coda route. It's probably going to have the Coda route. If the Oscar expert and Brother Bro have the guts to ask Matt Niglia to be in their video, you have the guts to ask Oscar expert to join Brother Bro. Maybe the Oscar expert can dress as a cardinal. But I don't know, well, but also to be fair, like, Matt Niglia said, like, he was a fan of their content, so it's like, and plus, like, I've only talked with Brother Bro, and I don't know, and plus, also, like, it's already so close to the recording date anyway, it's fine, like, we're just gonna have a chill time, it's gonna be a good old time, it's gonna be a chill time. If Mikey wins here, then it's between her and Torres for the Oscar. But if Demi wins here, then it's a 3-horse race. I would agree with that. I would agree. Actually, no. Wait, what am I saying? No. Okay, no, I wasn't paying attention close enough. No, if Mikey wins here, then she's absolutely unequivocally taking the Oscar. Oh god, my brain is kind of numb. But no, if Mikey Madison were to win here, she would unequivocally be winning the Oscar. So it's like, I don't know. Then at that point, Mikey Madison would have the BAFTA and SAG. Like, that combo is damn near unbeatable. So yeah. Why don't you collab with Matt Neglia? You talked in a Twitter call. I've just not really spoken with him, or at least not really. Okay, no, I've spoken with him, but I don't know. But that kind of, like, don't worry. I do want to collab with more people in the future. It's just a matter of being able to and stuff like that, and yeah. Yeah, if Mikey wins here, then I'm switching my prediction to her for the Oscar. If Demi wins, I don't know if I'll come off of Fernanda Torres. I just cannot predict Fernanda Torres because she just does not she has not had any major precursor or support other than the Golden Globes. Like, for her to win the Oscar off of a lone Golden Globe nomination and win, that would be super rare, and I'm not going to predict, I just can't predict something like that to happen. Those kind of surprises happen when you're not expecting them, and it's just like, I don't know, I can't. I'm only entertaining Torres at the Oscars if Erivo wins tonight. If Erivo wins, I'm going to be like, but I would still go with Mikey Madison because she's in the Best Picture frontrunner. And again, considering the BAFTAs didn't even care for Honora that much, and yet Mikey Madison still won the BAFTA for lead actress, the fact that we know the Oscars are going to go ham for Honora, I think is just proof enough to go, okay, yeah, Honora is going to take lead actress as well. If Fernanda Torres, that would be the shock of the Oscar season, probably, yep. Sorry, but Torres only has Globes and no other nominations, so I don't see her chances for the Oscars. Yeah, that's kind of I would agree. I think this case, you can't go off of precursors, you have to go off of momentum and vibes, and I think that makes me think Torres. But if we're going off of momentum and vibes, then obviously it's going to be for Mikey Madison, because Mikey Madison is in, like, Honora is doing so well right now, winning PGA, DGA, and Writers Guild. I thought, like, Mikey Madison would be more likely to win lead actress than for Sean Baker to win director. And so if Sean Baker can take director, she can take lead actress. Has anyone ever won an Oscar off of lone Globes? I think it has happened, but I don't remember when, but it's, like, so rare that, like, I just can't do it. Is an Honora winning ensemble? I would say so, yes. Wicked sweep? Probably not. I think it's going to be an Honora sweep. What do you think would have happened for the Oscars if Dune Part 2 released in 2023? See, that's interesting because I still think it wouldn't have done very well because last year was way more competitive. Last year was way more competitive for the Oscars than this year. Like, this year was not really all that competitive, and yet Dune Part 2 still managed to miss in a lot of categories. I think that just shows that voters just did not care about Dune Part 2. Actually, if Borusan wins tonight, then Honora could win every single one of its nominations at the Oscars. Oh my god. Okay, I still would not predict film editing. Now, that would, like, but I don't know. I don't know. It's infuriating that A Complete Unknown was nominated for Ensemble, but Sing Sing wasn't. I mean, I'm infuriated that Honora was nominated for Ensemble over Sing Sing. No chance in heck they give Sean 4 Oscars. Yeah, I'm not predicting that. Like, he's gonna win. Like, Sean Baker's gonna win, Best Picture, Director, and Screenplay. He's not gonna win editing. Jeff Snyder's predicting Jeremy Strong. Do we really care about what Jeff Snyder says? Do we really? Like, do we? Bro, Sing Sing and Dune should have been sweeping everything this year. I'm agreeing. Like, Sing Sing should be winning Ensemble. Yeah, Jeff is always out to lunch. Yeah. I'm telling you, as a SAG voter, I don't know of anyone who did not vote for Coleman. But again, I just can't, like, again, he's not impossible, but I just can't do it without a Best Picture win. Not win, but I just can't do it without a Best Picture nomination for lead actor. I just can't. Yeah, so we'll have to see. We will have to see. I don't think Honora is winning a screenplay. No movie has ever won picture, director, and screenplay besides The Daniels, which were a group. Baker is one guy. Well, no, a lot of movies will win picture, director, and screenplay. Parasite, Birdman, The King's Speech. Let's see. Slumdog Millionaire, that also happened. I think Slumdog Millionaire happened. It's like, that can happen. That can absolutely happen. Like, no, that can happen. And it happens quite a bit, actually. It especially happens in years where there's a lot of uncertainty. When there's a lot of uncertainty, then people will start to go, we should probably give this movie as much awards as we can, because we don't know which one it will win. Like, for example, with Oppenheimer, it was kind of clear that they were like, okay, we know Christopher Nolan's going to win director, so we don't need to give him adapted screenplay. So we can just give it to American Fiction. But again, when it's in close races where no one really knows what's going on, that's where people feel a lot more passionate to give the movie as many wins as possible above the line. But Baker is the lone writer and director. Sure, but I still think that I still think that's happening. I can't, again, the fact that he won PGA, DGA, and Writers Guild, I mean, I don't know, there's not really anything else, I don't know what other evidence there is. It's like, he's just winning all three of those. If Sing Sing came out a year later in the year, do you think it would have been the front runner to win Best Picture? I don't know, because from what I was hearing, people just did not want to watch a movie about black people in prison, and they thought it was going to be like a really sad movie, but even though really it's not, basically people just did not want to give Sing Sing a chance, really. A Real Pain won a BAFTA without being in Best Films. I don't think it's impossible for it to win at the Oscars. But the problem is, ever since they expanded Best Picture, ever since the Oscars expanded Best Picture past 5 nominees, the Screenplay Awards, adapted and original, have never once gone to a film that was not in Best Picture. You cannot win the Oscar for Best Original or Adapted Screenplay without being nominated for Best Picture. You can't do it. You cannot win. I can't, I cannot in good conscience entertain that idea of A Real Pain winning original screenplay. I cannot do it. And even here in the Writers Guild Awards, are we just going to I don't know why everyone's just forgetting that, at the Writers Guild Awards, both A Real Pain and Honora were eligible and nominated, and Honora beat A Real Pain. it beat A Real Pain. So it's like, yeah, Awards Obsession is right. It just showed that the substance was weak. The BAFTA win for A Real Pain just showed that substance was not going to beat Anora for original screenplay. Because like after that Critics' Choice win, I was like, oh wait, maybe like because if Critics' Choice was gonna do it, then maybe BAFTA will. But even the BAFTAs didn't do it. But the BAFTAs didn't do it. All Real Pain showed at BAFTA was that substance is not going to beat Anora. And so I can't predict A Real Pain to win original screenplay at the Oscars if it's not nominated for Best Picture, because ever since they expanded Best Picture, that's just not happened. So I can't do it. I cannot do it. It's just not possible. No. Yeah, but Anora is everyone's default for screenplay. I just feel like something is going to happen, but I don't know what it is. I mean, if it's the default for screenplay, then it's going to win. That's the thing. Like, again, in close races, this is where you will see movies start to sweep the above-the-line categories. Christina B says, I wish Substance could win screenplay. Yeah, I mean, having seen all the nominees, I would vote for The Substance for Best Original Screenplay. That would be my pick. But for some reason, people, like old farts just can't get past the last third, and they just go, ew, it's gross. I just, like, oh my god, A Real Pain was easily number 11 for Best Picture. Jesse has been winning people big with the speeches. He didn't even, but the problem is Jesse Eisenberg didn't even speak last night. Like what was that at the Film Independent Spirit Awards? Jesse Eisenberg didn't even get a chance to speak. Like, literally the only place he spoke was at the BAFTAs. That's the only place he spoke. How long are you streaming? Probably until like 7:45, and then because after this stream, I gotta get ready for the SAG Awards and do a reaction video to that. But however, before we leave, we'll probably go over. We'll all go over. I'll send you guys over to Jonathan Fuji's channel, because he's gonna be streaming right after I finish. So, yeah. Eisenberg spoke at the Indie Spirits, but not for Culkin. I mean, yeah, but I think Eisenberg did win screenplay. I forgot about that. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. I was just thinking about the Kieran Culkin win. Can Sean Baker win 4 nominal Oscars, editing, original screenplay, director, and picture? I mean, he can, but I'm not expecting editing. Like, let's be real here. Like, Anora is not really an editing movie, and it's not like, I just feel like Conclave's just gonna take editing. Mind you, the below-the-line categories is especially where you want to try to go with what BAFTA does. Like BAFTA and Oscar are pretty closely tied together with the below-the-line categories with the text. Let's see. Do you like Poor Things or Anora better? I don't like either film, but I guess maybe Poor Things, because there are some aspects I like in Poor Things. They don't like directors editing their own movies. Yeah, generally so, maybe. What if Kieran Culkin is not at SAG tonight? I mean, he wasn't at the Indies last night, so he's probably still doing his Broadway thing. I mean, if Kieran Culkin's not at SAG tonight, then I guess he's just not at SAG tonight, I guess. Oh, wait. Especially editing. BAFTA and Oscar for editing, 9 out of 10. Oh, okay, so Awards Obsession is saying that the BAFTAs and Oscars have aligned in film editing 9 out of the past 10 years. Which, I would probably go for that. I mean, even Everything Everywhere All at Once won editing at BAFTA, and they hated that movie. They didn't give the movie a single other win, and yet they still gave it editing. So I think we just need to, just assume Conclave is winning editing. Yeah, if the winner is nominated at the Oscars, yeah. If the substance was really this year's Get Out, then it would win original screenplay. Yeah. Wicked is easily winning editing. I don't think so, awards guy. I don't believe so. I think it's just going to be Conclave. Again, in the past 10 years, 9 out of those films, when the winners were nominated, they just went, the Oscars aligned with the BAFTAs. So I think we just need to assume Conclave is winning film editing. There's no real and it's not like Conclave isn't going to win anything else, because it's also going to win adapted screenplay. So it could just pick up a film editing Oscar as well. If Conclave wins Best Picture, in my opinion, that'll be a boring choice to win Best Picture. Not for me, because I love Conclave. Oh my god, if Conclave won Best Picture over Anora, I'd be so happy. I'd be dancing an Irish jig. If Challengers wasn't score and editing, do you think it would win? No. You need, like, especially editing, you need to be in Best Picture. The last time a film was not in Best Picture and won film editing was The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And so, that's, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo the only time ever since the Oscars expanded Best Picture where a film editing winner was not in Best Picture? So if that's the case, then, like, no, Challengers would absolutely not win film editing. Absolutely not. Score, also unlikely because you still usually need to be in Best Picture. Like, sure, you know, score, you know, what was it? Soul won, but at the same time, it's also like, you look at the majority of the winners, like All Quiet on the Western Front beating Babylon. Like, you pretty much need to be in Best Picture in order to win those two categories. Have you seen Nosferatu yet? Yes, I've seen Nosferatu. In my opinion, it's the second best movie of 2024. If Wicked wasn't expected to get editing, nah, maybe that's a sign that's a common wisdom priors were wrong. But again, I just can't do it. I can't predict Wicked off of no precursors. That would be like something like I just can't do it. I just have to go with the BAFTAs. If the BAFTAs are going with Conclave in a crazy year like this, I have to go with, you know, I have to go with Conclave. I think Lily Rose should have been nominated. I agree. Maybe win, but who knows? Would you give SAG Ensemble to Dune or Sing Sing? Easily Sing Sing. It's not even a question. If Conclaves win editing and screenplay, how can we live in a world where that doesn't win best film? With it easily in second place for Dune with it easily in second place for cinematography. I don't think it was second place because if it didn't get nominated for the Oscar for best cinematography, then that means that BAFTA it was probably like maybe number 5. So it's like, I don't think it was number 2 for cinematography at all. Not one bit, no. People overvalue editing, linking with Best Picture. Yeah, yeah, like, sure, you know, Oppenheimer and Everything Everywhere, they won film editing and, you know, Best Picture. All right, cool. But, like, Coda didn't, Nomadland didn't, Parasite didn't, Green Book didn't, Shape of Water didn't, Moonlight didn't, what was it, Spotlight didn't, Birdman didn't, what was it, 12 Years a Slave didn't, yeah, the last time was Argo. The last time before Everything Ever All at Once, you'd have to go back to Argo. It's like, editing and Best Picture are not as closely linked as you think. It just so happens that the last 2 years where there were, for Best Picture, was where we had, like, very obvious showcases of editing. You look at the crazy editing and Everything Ever All at Once, it's like, all right, sure, yeah, that's going to win. You look at the crazy editing in Oppenheimer, it was so obvious it was going to win. Nothing is really obviously winning editing, really. So, no, yeah. Joey says, I hope Nosferatu wins cinematography. I would not be upset over that. Flo winning the Oscar? I'd probably say so. Because, like, you know, yeah, sure. Like Wild Robot has 3 Oscar nominations, but we've seen movies before be taken down with less than, you know, we've seen movies taken down with multiple nominations against movies that did have 1 nomination. Hannahcast! Did you hear that Kieran's family member is sick in New York, so he couldn't be at the recent ceremonies? Yeah, that's probably going to be the case with SAG as well. Love your hair. Thanks, Annie Rude. Thanks. Hello, Mr. Hannahcast. I've come back from seeing The Monkey. Oh, The Monkey. The Wild Robot has been the frontrunner this whole award season. The only time it wasn't faded out within a week. But let's take a look at that, all right? I don't want to look at PGA and go, yes, Wild Robot wins because of PGA, because of course they're not going to give it to Flo. They have a bias against, like, PGA has a bias against movies that aren't American blockbusters. Like, the fact of the matter is, like, Flo still beat it at the Golden Globes, which is pretty big, and it won the Annie Independent Award, and not only that, but also Flo got nominated for International Feature as well, so there's still some strength. So I would still maybe say Flow wins. Let's see. Wild Robot lost to Inside Out. Oh, at the NAACP Awards. Not surprised. I mean, Wild Robot is way, way better than Inside Out. That's so funny. The fact that Inside Out 2 is literally number 4 for Best Animated Feature. How funny is that? Like, not only is Inside Out not winning Best Picture, it's so not winning Best Picture. Did Monster win for makeup when Charlize Theron won her Oscar? Weirdly enough, it wasn't even nominated for makeup, which is kind of crazy given the work that went into the makeup in Monster. Awards guy says, my hot take is that I don't like the Wild Robot. Oh wow, I mean that's disappointing, but hey, to each their own, you know. Do you think Robert Eggers could get nominated for Best Director one day? Maybe if he makes the right Oscar bait movie, but currently the movies he makes, it's like, I don't see, like, this is not the kind of movies he makes, I don't think he would get nominated. And even if we were to say, like, oh, Christopher Nolan, but Christopher Nolan actually got nominated for, like, an Oscar very early on in his career with an original screenplay nomination for Memento. And not only that, Christopher Nolan even got a director nomination at the Directors Guild Awards. Like, holy shit, Memento was like this close to getting an Oscar nomination for Best Picture, and Christopher Nolan was this close to getting a director nomination. But the way Robert Eggers does his movies, they're very divisive for general audiences, so I don't think he's, not right now, I don't think. Felipe says, why did the Planet of the Apes franchise not win any Oscar in visual effects? Because they lost to, basically, the way the Oscars work is when nominations are being voted on, they are voted on by the individual branches. Like, actors nominate the acting categories, directors nominate directing, so on and so forth, and the visual effects branch nominates best visual effects. The visual effects branch nominates best visual effects. But however, when it comes to the general winners, the general, like, when we're talking about the general voting, like, for winners, that's voted on by the entire Academy. That's voted on by the entire Academy, meaning the vast majority of people don't know anything about visual effects. So what ends up happening, and considering, let's face it, the visual effects category is probably the least respected category amongst the tech categories. They usually end up voting, the winners usually end up being the best, they're basically the Academy's favorite movie in the category. It's not really best visual effects for the Academy, it's best movie with visual effects, at least when it comes to the winner. Because, like, you know, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, even though it should have won visual effects and even won the Visual Effects Society Awards, it lost to Hugo, which was in Best Picture. Then you had Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Again, won a lot of awards at the Visual Effects Society, including the top prize, but it lost to Interstellar, a film that, when you look at the other nominees, it would have been the closest to getting a Best Picture nomination. Then you go to War for the Planet of the Apes, and again, was doing very well at the Visual Effects Society Awards, winning the top prize, but it lost to Blade Runner 2049, a film that was probably, like, arguably top 15 for Best Picture. And now we have Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and despite it winning the top prize at Visual Effects Society, it is going to, like, it is probably, honestly, maybe number 4 to win Best Visual Effects, because it's up against 2 Best Picture nominees with Dune and Wicked, and Better Man, which is more acclaimed than Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So that's why the Planet of the Apes movies have not won the visual effects category at the Oscars, is because the General Academy is choosing their favorite movie with visual effects, because they don't really know anything about visual effects. That's usually how it kind of goes. The visual effects claim isn't true. If it was, Avatar would have lost in 2023, but it was still nominated for Best Picture. I mean, obviously, yes, like, they probably liked Top Gun Maverick and All Quiet more than Avatar, but at the very least, Avatar, it was still in Best Picture, and the reason why it was nominated for Best Picture was its visual effects. But, like, you know, so, like, when you look at other races, you know, for example, you know, Godzilla Minus One beating The Creator, despite the fact that Godzilla Minus One could not win the only award it was nominated for at VES, and The Creator was, like, pretty much sweeping the VES awards. the Godzilla Minus One still won Best Visual Effects because, especially when you look at the Rotten Tomatoes meter, it was so clear and above and beyond the most liked movie in that category. In that case, Wicked will win visual effects because they hate Dune. It's starting to look that way. I would say that if Wicked won BAFTA, if it won BAFTA, I'd be like, But technically, Dune is still in Best Picture, so it can still win visual effects at the Oscars. Did Dunkirk get in VFX? And if it did, it could have won. It did not get into the visual effects category, but I'm not gonna lie. If it did get nominated, maybe it would have won. Because again, it won 3 Oscars, so if it was nominated for visual effects, it probably could have won that as well. Because there have been times where the Oscars will pull out a tech win where no one else gave it, how Dune won film editing, or how they gave All Quiet on the Western Front production design, or how they get sometimes they'll do that. Have you seen Roma? Do you like it? Yeah, Roma is fantastic. I love Roma. Imagine if Norton or Borisov won over Culkin tonight. If that were to happen, that would be a situation where I would take that seriously. Because that's because now Kieran lost to a Best Picture nominated film. If Borisov won, you might need to check my pulse. If Borisov won tonight, I would take that very seriously and maybe consider him to win the Oscar, because Honora is having so much of a sweep right now, and so if he won at SAG, I would take that seriously. Would you take Barbaro spoiling seriously? I don't know, because that would be so strange if that happened. Maybe not as much Barbaro, because I don't. Because again, that's different. Because if you're a Borisov one, he's in a Best Picture winner. So if he's in a Best Picture winner, he could just come along with the film. But if Barbaro won here, I don't know. I don't know if I would take it that seriously. Because sure, she's also nominated for the Oscar, and also, A Complete Unknown is nominated for Best Picture, but it's obviously not winning Best Picture. If Kieran Culkin doesn't show up, maybe he won't win the Oscar and they'll give it to someone that will show up. I don't believe that. I don't think the Oscars, I don't think voters will think that way. And even then, it's already too late. Oscar voting has already ended. It's already done. Well, if A Complete Unknown wins ensemble, then it is number 2 for picture. No. I would not say that at all, because it has not won any screenplay awards, no directing awards. You need to win either screenplay or director if you're going to win Best Picture. I can't imagine, if A Complete Unknown won ensemble at SAG, well then clearly it's Trial of Chicago 7 or Black Panther. It wasn't winning anything above the line. It just so happens, they really love the cast, so yeah. I don't think voters care. The work speaks for itself because he's a co-lead. And plus, also, even then, everyone knows why Kieran Culkin isn't there. If he, taking care of family and stuff, I don't think they're going to be that salty if they're knowing that he's not there because, he needs to take care of his family. Ooh, how dare he be that selfish? They're not going to think like that. No, that would be ridiculous. But you need to win one of the guilds to win Best Picture, and if A Complete Unknown wins, then the only films that fit the criteria are Honora, Nickel Boys, and A Complete Unknown. Maybe, but at that point, it's I don't think... But then you also have to take into other considerations, Brady Corbet was probably number 2 for director for The Brutalist, so, he could have maybe won director at DGA. So it's it's one of the... I don't know. The only ensemble winner that could change the picture race is Conclave. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think supporting actress has 2 way stronger frontrunners for a Barbaro upset. I think the lead categories are prime for upsets outside of the top 2. I would agree with that, probably. The Oscars would have no idea that Culkin wouldn't be there because voting ended after the Indie Spirits. Well, no, voting ended before Indie Spirits, actually. Oscar voting ended before the Indie Spirits. Fraser Poorman! So, hey, what's going on, Fraser Poorman? Kieran Culkin would have been selfish if he prioritized award shows over his family. That would make Culkin selfish. Him staying home shows he cares about more than just himself. I mean, yeah, obviously, yes. Yeah. If Saldana is going to be seriously affected somewhere, it's here. If Grande won here, I still don't think she would win the Oscar, because clearly the Oscars liked Emilia Perez more than Wicked, but even that's also like Zoe Saldana has just kind of, but the way voters I feel like have just viewed the Emilia Perez controversy is like, oh, the problems were all just Carla Sofia Gascon with the tweets, and now she's been ousted, and so like we can still give Zoe Saldana her flowers. That's kind of like the way they're gonna view it, which is kind of weird, but it's like she's still gonna win the Oscar. A Complete Unknown is literally nothing except best sound during precursors. It's not winning much from here on out either, in my opinion. Carlos goes to run the stage at the Oscars. Oh boy, no, oh no. Like I said, guys, oh man, we got a lot of people here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do, and again, like as a little reminder, if you want to help out the channel, I do have a Ko-Fi page, ko-fi.com/ChristianHannah. If you want to send a tip there, that's very much appreciated. Thank you so much. That helps keep the lights on. And as well, or if you want to send any memberships, you want to gift any memberships, or become a member yourself, consider doing that as well. That would really mean a lot. You get a lot of cool perks. Actually, I could probably just pull up membership thing. Yeah, with memberships you get a lot of cool perks, including members only badges, emojis, live streams, videos, a lot of other cool stuff. In fact, pretty soon I'm probably going to do a members only video where I like talk about most of the Oscar nominated films that I've seen and give my thoughts on them. So yeah, consider becoming a member. It really means a lot. Or if you want to give a tip, that's really cool too. Let's see. Sorry, random question. What are you predicting for international at the Oscars? I'm still going to predict Emilia Perez because we don't really have enough evidence to say that I'm Still Here is going to completely upset. Now, if the anonymous ballots still come in and not one of them gives it to Emilia Perez, not one of them, like, then I'll probably switch over to I'm Still Here if none of them go to Emilia Perez. A quick question, what is ACU? A complete unknown. That's what it's a complete unknown. Would you rather have people send tips or become members if you had to choose? Maybe right now, like either one is perfectly fine. We do probably need the tips a little bit more right now, but if you still want to send memberships, that's still just as good. That's still gonna be absolutely wonderful for the channel. So yeah, either one would be completely good to me, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Either one would be great. A Complete Unknown is the new Elvis, just nominations, no wins. It's performing worse than Elvis, though. I would still say, sure, I don't know. I would still say it's still doing better because it has ensemble at SAG and director and screenplay. It's still and it has 3 acting nominations. Now, granted, I think, I think. She's going to be in the corner to like Leslie Jones. If Mikey wins this, then all 4 acting categories are seeming not locked, but pretty easy. It also depends on who wins the other categories. Like if let's say again, if Kieran Culkin lost here to Yura Borisov or Edward Norton, and be like, if everything goes normal, and Mikey Madison wins here. Yeah, even if Demi Moore wins, I would still have to predict Mikey Madison because she's just in a stronger Best Picture contender. I don't want that to happen. I would rather Demi Moore or even Fernanda Torres to win, but I can't really. I have to go with the stronger film. But if Demi wins, then she still has a chance. She still has a chance, but I would still go with a film that's just stronger. And Mikey Madison is in a way stronger film than The Substance right now. What if the votes are split and none of who won so far wins tonight? That would be chaotic. Yeah, I don't know what would be. I don't know what would be going on at that point. If I think Wicked gets stunts, is that a long shot? That's what I'm predicting. Actually, I am predicting Wicked to win stunts because I don't have it winning anything else. And sometimes they will just go with their favorite movie in the category, like the Wonder Woman movies. Or Black Panther beating Mission Impossible Fallout, even though that didn't really make a lot of sense. But hey, it was their favorite movie in the category. So I think there is a chance Wicked could win stunts. And again, that's why I'm predicting it. Yeah, it's just kind of like the strongest film, and maybe they'll just consider it a consolation prize. God, I can't speak. What do you think is winning documentary? I'm leaning towards Porcelain War. Yeah, after BAFTA went for Superman, I'm like, oh, Northernland's not winning. If even the British couldn't give this movie best documentary feature, then what chance does Northernland have in the U.S., where, you know, the Israel and Palestine war, like that whole thing, that's way more divisive in the United States than it is in Britain. Especially, so yeah, I would say, winning at BAFTA was bad. That was a bad look for No Other Land. Oh, you already said that. No Other Land, come on. I mean, look, like, I'm not saying I want No Other Land to, I don't want No Other Land to lose, but that's just the reality of the situation. It's just a very divisive subject in the U.S. Paul Borkerding. Oh, hello, Paul. Hey, nice to see you here. Do you think Conclave will win editing? Yes. Because typically, Awards Obsession said that in the past 10 years, when the editing winner was at BAFTA, they went 9 out of the past 10 years with BAFTA and Oscar. Like, they agreed 9 out of the 10 times. And I think Conclave's just going to win editing, and it's still going to win adapted screenplay, so it's going to win something else as well. So yeah. E.K. Hempton says, if there's a shock, which category will it come in? If there's a shock, the most likely shock, I don't, like, it's tough. I would be really interested to see what happens in supporting actor. But yeah, is Conclave locked for editing, or would there be an Honora Wicked or Emilia Perez spoiler? Well, I would still say it's Conclave, because it's like, we're not going to have the Eddie Awards before the Oscars, so right now I would just go with Conclave, because Critics' Choice didn't really clear anything up for us, because they just went with challengers, and so really, I think, go with what BAFTA did. Well, if Conclave loses editing to a non-predictive film because the Oscars are a different voting body, but they still have very similar people in them. Like, sure, the BAFTAs lean a little bit more towards the British, but they're still, like, it's still comprised of people in the film industry. And it's like, it's still a pretty similar voting body. Yeah, sure, you'll get some things that are different, but, like, especially below the line. In the below the line categories, BAFTA and Oscar do tend to align quite a bit. Which do you think will go down as the closest race to the Oscars? Yo versus Blanchett, Lily versus Emma, or Mikey versus Demi? I would still say Mikey is more, like no matter what happens, I think Mikey is still very much winning the Oscar. But I think, at the time, it was kind of, I think at the time it was tough to say, like, maybe Yo versus Blanchett, because that was before. Because, like, we're basing the Lily versus Emma and the Mikey versus Demi thing, we're basing this off of previous years, whereas Yo and Blanchett, we never really had anything like this happen before. So, yeah. Yeah, there is voter overlap between the BAFTAs and the Academy, yeah. Brutalist editor destroyed his chance of winning after calling out the AI controversy with Brody and Jones. I don't know about that, so I would not know anything about that. I don't think that killed his chances, because if I didn't even know about it, I don't think anyone else is really going to care about it, to be completely honest. I don't think people care. Has anyone seen Black Box Diaries? I want to try to watch tonight. I'm so annoyed that No Other Land is going to lose. History will see this as a terrible decision by the Academy. That's probably going to be the case, but what can we do? There's not really anything yeah. I think Mikey and Demi is the closest in my opinion. I just still don't, I don't agree. I think because, like, again, now knowing what has happened with the two previous years, it's like, when it's a close race, you want to go with the film that's stronger and having more of a moment at the moment. And right now, Honora is having more of a moment than the substance. So after tonight, we'll see. Yeah, after tonight, yeah, definitely. We'll definitely see what happens there. I still think Mikey takes it, though. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm going to wait. A lot of people are predicting Timothée Chalamet for SAG, but with how big Brody is sweeping, I just can't do it. The problem, Owen, is that Timothée Chalamet, like, the SAGs loved A Complete Unknown, and they did not like The Brutalist. Adrian Brody is the lone nominee, whereas, like, A Complete Unknown pretty much got nominated for pretty much every category it could have been nominated for. I'll be right back. I'm going to get a soda real quick. Don't worry. I'm still here. Sort of like the movie. Oh. Hey, dude. He made me experience high tide. Oh. Yeah, like. Ah. If Demi wins tonight, give us a preview of your reaction. If Demi wins, I'll be happy, but I would still predict Mikey Madison, sadly. Killers and Poor Things weren't winning pictures, so the actress race was close. But at the same time, Poor Things was more likely to win Best Picture than Killers of the Flower Moon. In fact, you could argue Poor Things was number 2 to win Best Picture if you want to say that Yorgo Lanthimos was number 2 for Director. It just seems in today's climate, whatever is closer to Best Picture wins acting, probably, and that's why I'm really caught. That's why I'm really caught up on Kieran Culkin, because like he's not in a Best Picture nominated film. I've always just had my doubts, like what's happening. Like, if he wins tonight, all right, sure, it's a clean sweep, he's gonna win. But however, if he loses here. Like, if he loses to Yura Borisov, take that seriously, because we know Anora's going to have a big sweep at the Oscars. But if he, like, whether or not Yura Borisov wins here, that could determine who is winning. Poor Things was much closer than Killers, so it was definitely number 2. Jeremy Allen White next year for a lead actor. I think he's in, like, some sort of, like, Luca Guadagnino movie. Brennan won without a Best Picture nom. True, but at the same time, like, you could already sense people were getting tired of Elvis. And also, with Brendan Fraser, that was the performance of a lifetime, you know. The whole movie's marketing, literally the poster for the movie was, like, Brendan Fraser with, like, tears in his eyes. Like, the whole movie's marketing was based around his performance. It's like, you want to see Brendan Fraser cry? Well, go see The Whale. And it's like, he was making everyone else cry. It's like the Brendan Fraser year. I like take that with a very small grain of salt, because even before him, the last time someone won Best Lead Actor without a Best Picture nomination was what's his name? Jeff Bridges for Crazy Heart. Impressive he won, considering The Whale wasn't even nominated for picture. Yeah. Let's see. Musical biopics are being less loved. They're just getting noms, not wins. That is true. Actually, wait. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the last time a musical biopic actually won an Oscar, I think, was Bohemian Rhapsody. Well, no, actually, no. Never mind. That was Judy. Judy. And also, if you want to consider would The Eyes of Tammy Faye be considered like a musical biopic because because Tammy Faye was a singer? I don't know. Brendan Fraser was crying in his packages, and Austin Butler's were of him changing into different colored jumpsuits. If your Borisov wins here, I might. No. Okay. Tammy Gay. What the hell? What are your thoughts on Niza 2 being the highest grossing animated film? I have no thoughts on this. I don't know what's going on. I don't really know what's going on with Niza 2. I'm not one to speak on that. I have no idea what's going on. What if Carla wins for the oh my god. I'd be like, you're just, you guys just don't care about any of the controversies. My god. Boned we are. Oh no. The Michael Jackson biopic might be in like 2 years. Also, I'm not gonna buy okay, I will say this. I'm not gonna buy the Antoine Fuqua Michael Jackson biopic because Antoine Fuqua has not had an awards player since Training Day. I don't think so. I don't think he's had a big awards player since Training Day. He doesn't really make movies that appeal to Academy voters, and even then they're usually like very divisive films. Like even Emancipation, everyone's saying, "Oh my god, maybe Will Smith could get nominated for a lead actor for this," even though he just got banned for 10 years. But it's like people didn't really like Emancipation all that much. He can come back, but that's one of those situations where I need to see it to believe it. Like it's sort of like, you know, with it's sort of like why I was like holding out on The Substance, because I was like, I'll believe a horror movie's nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars when I start to see it manifest. And the moment it got like a shit ton of Globes nominations, I was like, oh, okay. Now the reason why I was predicting, you know, a complete unknown the moment it was announced to be coming out in December was because James Mangold, when James Mangold does Oscar bait movies, they usually get some good nominations. Like Walk the Line would have made it to Best Picture if there were 10 nominees. Logan got an adapted screenplay nomination. Ford v Ferrari got into Best Picture. And so it's like when James Mangold goes Oscar bait, that's when he starts to really succeed with award season. But with Antoine Fuqua, Antoine Fuqua is sort of like Ridley Scott. I will believe an Antoine Fuqua movie is a serious contender for Best Picture when I start to see it manifest during award season. If that starts to actually manifest, then I will believe the Michael Jackson biopic is happening. But as of right now, no, because like Antoine Fuqua is not that great of a director these days. Oh. Bye, Christina B. Have to go. Can't wait to see your reaction. Hopefully, SAG won't be boring, but I'm holding my breath. We'll see. But bye, Christina B. But let's wait. Do you think The Substance could start a renaissance for Oscars celebrating horror films? No. Because everyone was saying, oh, well, now that Get Out got nominated for Best Picture, like I remember people were like, oh, well, now the Oscars are going to nominate more horror movies for the Oscars because Get Out's nominated and it won Best Original Screenplay. And then it did not happen for like many years until The Substance. When there's a horror movie getting into Best Picture, we're not going to see it coming. We didn't see The Substance coming. We didn't see Get Out coming at first. It's like, it's going to have to be a movie that we just don't see coming. And it's like, the horror bias is still going to be there. It's just, the right film just needs to come out. Remember when we predicted Blitz, Joker 2, and Megalopolis as serious Oscar contenders? I never believed in Megalopolis. I did believe in Blitz and Joker 2, I will admit that, but I knew Megalopolis was not going to happen. Because everything, like hearing the plot synopsis for Megalopolis and knowing that Francis Ford Coppola is a very hit or miss director, I was like, I don't really think I don't think Megalopolis is happening. And then the reviews came out, I was like, I was justified. I was so freaking justified in that. Megalopolis was always going to be awful, and it's sad. Megalopolis is kind of like every version of bad you can imagine in a film. Excuse me. It's like so bad that it's funny. It's so bad that it's boring. It's kind of fascinatingly bad. It's like so many different types of bad all rolled into one. I don't think it's quite awful because there is some stuff I can admire in it. Like I do like the production design and costume design. But man, oh man, the movie is a mess. Bless you, thank you. Someone less shocked by how bad Joker 2 ended up going. I was a little bit surprised that Joker 2 I thought Joker 2 was maybe at worst was gonna hover around like the 50s or something. I didn't expect it to get just awful reviews and becoming a box office bomb. Like, damn. Have you seen Megalopolis? Yes, I saw Megalopolis, and it's very bad. I think that Wicked 2 may win Best Picture, Director, Actress, and Supporting Actress if it is really good. I hate to tell you this, awards guy, but Wicked's not nominated. Oh, Wicked 2! Oh, Wicked 2. The problem with that awards guy, here's the problem. I've been told by people who, I even did a poll for people who saw the Wicked stage show, and they said, and a vast majority of them said that Wicked, the second act for Wicked, is worse than the first act. And if it's worse, I don't want to take that risk. I think Wicked 2, I think Wicked for Good may actually end up being a disappointment. So, Joker 2 was an unnecessary sequel. I mean, technically, no movie is necessary to exist. But at the same time, it's like, I think if you're going to introduce Harley Quinn, that's an interesting angle you could go with Joker. Like, as long as you're not trying to shove in Batman in there, because, like, no. But, like, I could see how a Joker 2 would do pretty well. It's just, it didn't work. Did you see Dogman yet? No. But if Chu nails it, it can win these because the sequel thing doesn't exist because it is the grand finale, unlike Doom, which is the third part. Maybe, but again, I would only really consider it if like people thought Wicked for Good was better than Act 1. That is the only scenario. I feel like Wicked 2 could bomb, but Grande could win. If Wicked 2 bombs, then Grande's not gonna come along with the Grande's not gonna win. No, because the thing is, when the ship goes down on a film, like, a lot of things start to go down. Like, remember when we all thought Babylon was going to be, like, this big Oscar player? Like, yeah, picture, director, you know, Margot Robbie's going to be nominated for lead actress, and it's going to win, you know, production design and score. Oh my god, it's insane. And then it couldn't even win the one award that it was sweeping, which was production design. It still lost it to All Quiet on the Western Front, a film that didn't even win the BAFTA, even though the BAFTAs absolutely loved All Quiet on the Western Front. So, with that in mind, like, if Wicked Part 2 does not do well at the award season, Ariana Grande is absolutely not going to get nominated. No, she's not. She's absolutely not going to win, and she might not get nominated. Actually, maybe the reason it was in two parts is because they know that if they combine the parts, it would not end well, and they wanted the first part to get awards. That's what I was saying yesterday! That's exactly what I was saying yesterday in the previous stream. Yes! I was saying, like, that's kind of my conspiracy theory. It's like, maybe Universal knew that the second act of Wicked wasn't going to win people over, so it's like, oh, if we just make these into two movies, and end the first part with Defying Gravity, well then, surely, you know, surely that will be the awards player. And then because people loved the first Wicked so much, they're going to see the second one, even though we know this one's going to be a dumpster fire. Which is more likely to get nominated for picture, Wicked 2 or Avatar 3? I would say Avatar 3, because we already know the reception to the second act of Wicked, whereas Avatar, it's like, this is still a new story. We don't really know what's going to happen in this one. And to be fair, we kind of doubted Avatar 2 a little bit in its Best Picture chances. So maybe Avatar 3 just impresses people again. Like, we have precedent that Avatar is going to be kind of consistently getting in Best Picture, at least maybe. But at the very least, it's like we don't really know what to expect out of Avatar 3, so we just kind of have to assume it's going to be very good. Whereas with Wicked Part 2, we can make some assumptions based on how the reception for Act 2 of Wicked was. When is the above the line went to a sequel? Lord of the Rings. I don't see it happening with Wicked. BAFTA won't even nominate it in Best Film guaranteed. That's another thing. It's like they don't really give sequels many awards. And an above the line win. I'm not exactly sure when that's happened. An above the line win that went to a sequel. I'm now having horrible flashbacks of Babylon loading production design and score to inferior All Quiet. I hate to say this, Michelle. I do love the score and production design in Babylon, but All Quiet may have probably sit better with me over the years. Unless you're Godfather Part 2, Drew. People need to People need to stop wishing bad will on Universal for Wicked 2. Maybe it could be a masterpiece and gross $2 billion, similar to what Titanic did. It may actually perform better. Stop hating. Come on. We're not hating. We're like, I love Wicked. Wicked. If Wicked won Best Picture here, I would be so happy. We're not really we're not hating on Wicked. We're just making guesses. And I don't think $2 billion is going to happen for Wicked because I don't think $2 billion is going to happen for Wicked 2 because even Wicked 1 couldn't even get close to $1 billion. It didn't get close. Bro loves Edward Berger. I kind of do, honestly. What if Pamela Anderson wins tonight? Oh, if Pamela Anderson wins, because she's not even nominated for the Oscar, then I would still have to go with Mikey Madison, I think. I wish the best for Wicked, but the sequel has an uphill battle. That's kind of my take, because I'm Team Wicked, all right? Yeah, look, I would if Wicked won Best Picture, I would be satisfied. But the problem is we know how Wicked the second act for Wicked, we know how that was received. People don't like the second act of Wicked. It is a big uphill. Not only is it a sequel, which is already a big uphill battle for Wicked, but it is also the fact that it is a sequel. It's a sequel where this film is following the second act of a musical, and the second act was not received as well as the first act. People said people had many problems with it. Everyone's guesses for Critics' Choice Awards were wrong. Let's not jinx it. Well, I don't know what it has to do with anything, but, I'm just saying. I'm predicting a Coleman Domingo SAG win for the Chaos. Oh, Kieran finally made it into an awards show. Wait, is Kieran actually there? Is Kieran Culkin actually at SAG? Hold on, I'm looking on Twitter. Oh no, that's Harrison Ford. Oh man, there's Lily Gladstone. Man, they really should have won lead actress last year at the Oscars. My God, we could have given Lily Gladstone the Oscar. But no, not so far. Okay. John M. Chu winning Critics' Choice Awards. No one predicted it, and it happened. But that's the thing. The problem, and Theater Corner, the problem is, sure, we didn't expect that to happen, but you can't base everything off of, oh, we didn't expect this to happen, so maybe this could happen again. It's like, when things you don't expect happen, they just expect, those things happen when you're not expecting them. But the fact that you're expecting them to happen, it's probably not going to happen. It's we just can't, we can't, do you find it odd that Sylvester Stallone wasn't nominated for Creed 2 and he was nominated for Creed 1? Not really, because Creed was more of the surprise. Whoa, he's actually doing very well in this film. But at the same time, I don't really feel bad that he didn't win the Oscar, knowing where his morals lie today. Ugh. But yeah. If Cynthia won, you could say it's Fernando Torres because the anonymous ballots. I don't want to base too much on the anonymous ballots, because the anonymous ballots tried telling us, oh, Penelope Cruz is so winning lead actress. Oh my God. And then she didn't win. The only thing I'm kind of really paying attention to when it comes to the anonymous ballots would be if Emilia Perez does not win a single vote for international feature. If Emilia Perez cannot win one, doesn't appear on one ballot for the win for international feature, then that's the one I would take seriously, because I would try to predict I'm still here at that point. I could see a world where both Wicked 2 and Avatar 3 get snubbed and the blockbusters are F1 and maybe Fantastic Four. I'm not doing I cannot do F1 because, yes, it's directed by the same guy who directed Top Gun Maverick, Joseph Kosinski, but let's be real here, guys. People are saying, oh, it's going to be the next Top Gun Maverick. We weren't expecting Top Gun Maverick. That's the difference. We didn't expect Top Gun Maverick to happen. We did not expect Top Gun Maverick to happen. If people were trying to say, oh, well, John Wick Chapter 3, that's going to be the next Top Gun. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, that's going to be the next Top Gun. It's we cannot see when Top Gun's coming. And I don't think Fantastic Four is winning because literally the only Marvel movie to get nominated for Best Picture was Black Panther. And like that was kind of like a big historic reason for that. And also it was just the most critically acclaimed Marvel movie of all time. So like Fantastic Four, I don't see why they would give that a Best Picture nomination. I would more likely see Superman getting nominated for Best Picture. I'm not going to predict that, but I would more likely see Superman because, like, you know, you could maybe make an argument, like, if Superman's very, like gets fantastic reviews, then I could maybe start seeing a narrative where it's like, oh man, in this, you know, really bad political landscape we're living here in 2025, Superman is giving us hope. And it's like, I could see a narrative for Superman, although I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna predict Superman, I'm not gonna predict Superman. But I'm just saying Superman has a better argument to be nominated for Best Picture than Fantastic Four. You're the same age as the Oscar expert. Wait, what? I don't like. I don't know how old the Oscar twins are. I don't know how old they are. I don't want to try to guess because I'm assuming that's not really public information. I don't want to look that up. So yeah, unless they don't keep it. If they don't keep it a secret, all right, fine. But it's like I don't really look up anything about the Oscar expert. Like anything I know about him is like, okay, anything I know about him would be like on his YouTube channel and I guess Twitter ever since I started following him, but he already like linked Twitter or in his YouTube, I think. But it's like I don't go like searching for that information now. Top Gun Maverick was also a legacy sequel that took on the life of its own, and also Top Gun Maverick had like a big narrative behind it because people thought, oh, this is the movie that saves blockbusters, it saved cinema, even though Spider-Man No Way Home made more money than Top Gun Maverick, and you know, and came out before Top Gun Maverick. But, you know, the old people said, oh, well, I love Top Gun Maverick and I hate Marvel, so this is the movie that saved movies. So, like, let's see. Or maybe How to Train Your Dragon gets in Best Picture. Superman for Best Picture, what a joke. Look! I mean, look. I'm not going to predict it. I'm not. But I'm just saying, I'm really excited for Superman. And if it's as good as I want it to be, then I would maybe nominate it for Best Picture. But again, we'll have to see. I obviously we don't know anything about Superman yet. I'm just saying a hypothetical scenario. Like if it gets like, because like Wonder Woman was maybe somewhat close to Best Picture because it got PGA, but then again it didn't get a Writers Guild nomination, so I don't know how much we could say that. But James Gunn has been nominated at the Writers Guild Awards before. Like he was nominated for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. But still, I'm not going to predict Superman. I'm not, but I'm just saying. My point was that Superman has a better narrative to be nominated for Best Picture than Fantastic Four. Did you see The Outrun? I think Saoirse Ronan should be in Best Actress for it. She's very good. I did not like The Outrun. I thought it was such a boring, you know, like nothing burger of like, oh yes, oh no, she drinks too much. You know, I've seen the whole thing. It's like, oh, this person's on drugs. This person is like, you know, is on alcohol or is on the weed. I don't. You could probably tell I don't drink or do drugs just by not even getting it right. But it's like, it's basically, oh, I gotta overcome this thing. Even though we've already seen this story done a bunch of times, it's not new. So yeah. Guys, the Minecraft movie for a Best Picture win. Trust me, it's locked in. Hey, it's not the Minecraft movie, it's a Minecraft movie. Get it right, awards guy. I thought you were the awards guy. Don't you think you would know what movies would win awards? What? It's all about, because it's not going to be the only, it's not going to be the only Minecraft movie. They're going to have a whole Minecraft cinematic universe. Top Gun Maverick saved cinemas because it did better in later weeks, which is when theaters make more of the ticket money. But at the end of the day, Spider-Man No Way Home still made more money. If Demi Moore can get in for the substance, then Naomi Scott should have gotten in for awards love this season. Thanks, DJ13. That's true about TGM, plus it really improved on the original. I went to make fun of it, but was so impressed. Wakanda Forever was also close to Best Picture. It got PGA. That is true. Are you off topic, but are you looking forward to Jurassic World Rebirth? Yes, because Gareth Edwards is directing it. He is literally the only reason why I'm excited for Jurassic World Rebirth. None of that dumb Colin Trevorrow shit. Colin Trevorrow is not involved in this film at all whatsoever. Thank God. Like, no stupid, Fast and Furious action sequences. It's just some smart people going into an island and seeing a bunch of dinosaurs. Everything just looks a lot more grounded in reality, which I really like about Gareth Edwards' films. So I'm very excited for it. I think Luca Guadagnino's movie After the Hunt may win Best Picture. Honestly, with how Luca Guadagnino's track record has been recently, he's not had a serious awards player since Call Me By Your Name. In fact, I don't think a single one of his movies have gotten nominated for Oscars since Call Me By Your Name. I think Luca Guadagnino might be a one-hit wonder. I think when it comes to award season, he might be a one-hit wonder. I hope Demi wins too, and anyone wins over Culkin. I'm hoping Demi wins as well. I'm hoping. Rogue One is about cinematography in the Star Wars franchise. Maybe. I thought The Last Jedi was very well shot too, and honestly, even The Force Awakens had some very good cinematography as well. Like, Force Awakens really gave me that, like, classic blockbuster kind of feel. The way the camera would move around, and oh my god, that one shot where, like, Kylo Ren is freezing Rey, and he walks up to her with the lightsaber and puts up to her neck. Like, all that being done in one shot. The blocking was so fucking good in that shot. My god, and the colors popped off the screen. God. Oh my god. Force Awakens should have been nominated for Best Picture. I would agree. Yeah. J.J. Abrams isn't that bad of an actor. I think you mean director. Yeah, J.J. Abrams is a very good director, and I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to, like, Rise of Skywalker, I don't really want to blame J.J. Abrams too much for that, because I could just see the studio notes. All the problems I had with the Rise of Skywalker, I could just literally see just, like, studio notes, like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that, you can't do this, like, Rey can't be this, Rey has to do this, like, it's just studio notes the movie. I could just see that, so I don't really want to blame J.J. Abrams too much for that. What's your opinion on The Last Jedi? The Last Jedi is one of the best Star Wars movies out there, and if you want to fight me for it, I'm right here. Because, like, I love The Last Jedi. Like, especially, like, the lore behind the Force and the way, like, especially anything involving Luke, Rey, and Kylo Ren. That shit is, like, unbelievably good. Holy shit. Hello, Awards Garage. I don't fully blame him for episode 9, but I don't think he's blameless story-wise, but he did have a decent job behind the camera. But again, the problem is with the story, I could just see, like, nothing feels like it when it comes to The Rise of Skywalker, nothing in it really felt like it was like J.J. Abrams behind it. It's like, I don't think he would make these kind of decisions. I feel like Disney just got him on board, paid him a shit ton of money, and said, all right, but we're gonna give you all these we're gonna give you all these notes as to what should happen. It just didn't really feel like his vision. It didn't really feel like anyone's vision. Last Jedi, Rian Johnson went nuts, killed that. I love Flying Princess Leia. Like, I mean, look, okay, well, for one, like, the Flying Princess Leia, it's like, I don't know how else you could have really done that. It's like, she was literally, and like, the thing is, here's the problem. Here's the way I would explain the whole flying Leia thing. Well, for one, she wasn't even really flying, she was just floating in space. And the thing is, there's no air pressure in space. So even just the tiniest force pull could have pulled her to the ship just like that. Or even just like, boop. Like, even if she just used the force thing, which is like, boop, just a little snippet of a force push, and then, like, nothing else after that, she would have no resistance getting to the ship anyway, because, again, considering there's no air pressure, in space, if that ship wasn't there, she would just kind of just keep going and going and going. That's just how space works. Luke conquering Vader yet scared of Kylo. To be fair, I don't think he was scared of Kylo because, oh, he's a scary guy. I think Luke was scared of confronting Kylo because that's basically his nephew. And he knew Kylo Ren since he was a child, since he was a baby. It's one thing going up against an old fart like your father and someone you knew literally from birth and you're literally their uncle. There's a little bit of a difference there. And the thing is, Luke felt like he broke the Han Solo family apart. That's why he felt so much guilt. That's why he didn't want to confront Kylo Ren, because he thought he ruined that family, his own family. That was his family, and he thought he broke that apart. He drew his sword on him and decided to kill him. Well, no, he thought about doing that, but then he was like, wait, what am I doing? Again, I'm not, Luke can still be a flawed character. Kylo was also very powerful while Vader was handicapped literally. True. But again, I feel like that's kind of my thing. The trilogy simply had two directors that hated each other. I blame Disney. I don't think they hate each other. I think the fact of the matter is that the problem with Lucasfilm is that they never have a good, concise plan with anything. They just always they're always so reactionary to things. They had no story plan going into the Star Wars trilogy. They made some very questionable decisions, especially assuming that people would want to see a Han Solo origin movie, even though it turned out to be very good in my opinion. But it's and also the constant director problems Lucasfilm has. I mean, how many there have been so many director, look how many director problems there have been throughout the TV shows and movies. They just can't lock down a director to get things done seamlessly. That's one of the problems with Lucasfilm. That's the problem with Lucasfilm. They have no plan for anything. They're always reactionary to everything, and they just can't lock down and get to an agreement with the directors, because they always announce, hey, we're doing a Star Wars movie with Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Hey, we're doing a Star Wars movie with Gareth Edwards. Hey, we're doing this, we're doing that. They always announce all these directors for movies, and then it's oops, there's problems, we have creative differences, so we split apart. It's creative differences, you should have figured this out before you announced them to direct your movie. You should have figured all that shit out before announcing it, you idiots. That's their problem. That's Lucasfilm's problem. It's they have no plan, and they are way too reactionary. They're so busy trying to go, hey, we got this new director on board, before locking down what each party wants. And also, not to mention them not doing shit when actors get bullied, get bullied by racists and sexists, with what happened with John Boyega and Kelly Marie Tran and Moses Ingram and Amanda Stenberg. Lucasfilm just does nothing regarding that. They don't protect their actors at all. Sorry. I'm going on a big rant. It's I'm not even a Disney Star Wars hater. I like a lot of projects they have. I love The Force Awakens. That's probably The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi are probably my two favorite Star Wars movies ever. I love Rogue One. I really liked Solo: A Star Wars Story. I love Mandalorian season 1 and 2. I love Andor. And I really liked Ahsoka. So obviously I'm not some Disney Star Wars hater, but it's just god damn, you idiots. The leadership at Lucasfilm is insanely bad. Oh. I check. Stunt Ensemble was announced 25 minutes or so before the show, so hopefully we should know the winner very soon. They handled the Ingram situation decently well, but yeah, they should have done more. I don't think it was decent. I don't think it was decent enough. It's like, because the thing is, like for one, I think it was like Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor did more to stop the racist trolls than fucking Lucasfilm. It's like they just don't do shit. Like they would just go, oh, we gotta ignore, and instead of actually fixing the problems, they'll just go, okay, you don't like Kelly Marie Tran? Okay, like we're just not gonna do anything with her in The Rise of Skywalker. So yay, everybody's happy. She's still in the movie, and you guys don't get to be mad, even though apparently, like Rose had a bigger role in Star Wars Episode 9 than what we eventually got. Because again, the Lucasfilm people over there are fucking idiots and don't know how to handle crises. Oh my god. Okay. Oh wait. Okay. I'm sorry. Like, I've been going on way too long about my griefs regarding Star Wars. Oh my god. Sorry about that, everyone. Domingo was great in Sing Sing. However, unfortunately, they cast real convicts for the rest of the cast, and they all felt real and authentic. And Coleman was acting, and you can see the difference. I don't really know what the like. I didn't really think of any of that as a problem at all. I mean, I thought everyone worked very much in tandem with one another. And I think Sing Sing really should be winning on, let's be real here. Sing Sing should be winning ensemble and it's not even nominated. What the hell were they thinking? Ewan McGregor seems like a good dude. Yeah. I really do. Grande for SAG. I hope she wins, but I don't think she's going to. But even if she won here, I would not predict her for the Oscar. Oh my god. Oh, I just realized. Oh, we're almost. I will say, guys, once we hit 7:45, which is gonna be less than 15 minutes. I will probably end the stream and we'll all go over to Jonathan Fuji's channel, because he's going to be doing a live stream as well right after I'm done. So yeah. But we're going to keep going until 7:45. Conclave feels like it should win ensemble because it's the most ensemble of the films. Out of this lineup, maybe out of this lineup I would go with either Wicked or Conclave. One of those two, maybe. Maybe Conclave, maybe. Yeah. My odds to win the actress Oscar are Mikey 60, Demi 30, Fernanda 10. Can everyone in the chat and Christian give the percentage chances they give to the three contenders and actress? I'm not really great at percentage math off the fly, so I'm just gonna say Mikey is the most likely, then Demi, and then Fernanda. But I just don't think Fernanda has enough recent hype to go along with it. But like I said, guys, I will say if you want to support the channel in any way, consider going down and support me on Ko-Fi.com/ChristianHannah. It helps keep the lights on, and especially right now we need to try to keep the lights on. So we would like any help we can get. Like, you can find that right here on the top. It's in the pinned chat. But if you want to become a member as well, we have memberships open. Membership gifting as well. We have a bunch of cool perks for people who do become members. You get to have little emojis, members-only videos, members-only live streams, and also early access to predictions videos. That's another thing I've been doing. So, for example, when I collab with Brother Bro, the video will go public on Wednesday at around 11 a.m., but if you become a member, you'll be able to see that video earlier. So, yeah. Consider becoming a member or sending a tip via, a Ko-Fi. It would really mean a lot. Again, it helps keep the lights on. Wait, what? Fall Guy won Stunt Ensemble! Oh, wait. Wait. Okay, wow. Wait. Ah, man. Why don't they announce this shit during the live show? Well, I got that wrong. And also, I guess, Stunt Ensemble and television series went to Shogun. Why don't they announce these during the... Okay, there's literally no excuse for the SAG Awards to not present the stunt categories before the live show. No, there's no reason for this. There's no reason for SAG to not present these awards during the live show, because, like, they are literally, like, it's fucking Netflix, guys. It's Netflix. You're not on network TV. Like, you don't have to worry about time constraints or commercial breaks. It's like, you have plenty of time. Just present these during the show. God damn it. Yeah, some people deserve more respect. Exactly. What? Like, I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand what is the point of not presenting all these awards live if you're on a streaming service with no commercials. What's the point, guys? Unless Wicked goes empty-handed, I guess this means it might win Ensemble or Grande. I don't know. Maybe Wicked does go empty-handed, but then I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, stunts should be showed on camera. Very disrespectful. Really, it is. Oh my god. There's not even that many categories at SAG. There's really not. Like, at the very least, you could argue with the Emmys or like the Critics' Choice Awards. Well, the problem with the Critics' Choice Awards is that they combine the TV awards with the movie awards, which I think is dumb anyway. They should have those separated because they're completely different audiences. But whatever. But like, and with the Emmys, they have like literally hundreds of categories. I'm gonna be honest. The Emmys I think the Emmys have too many categories, if you ask me. But yeah, I guess I'm not gonna go find. The funny thing is, I literally went like, I went 6 out of 6 at SAG last year. I got every category correct in terms of the winners, but obviously this wasn't the case. What's the better chance of going home empty-handed, a Wicked or Anora? Wicked has the better chance of going home empty-handed. Because Anora, I'm expecting to win Ensemble. The Emmys have an above-the-line show and a below-the-line show. True, but at the same time, but again, still, I would still prefer I would prefer if all the categories were presented in one show, but at the same time, it's also like, they have way too many categories. Like, that's a case where they have way too many. They literally have, they have, best, best cinematography. What was it, like, best camera work in a single camera series or a multi-camera series? Like, can you not just simplify it, like, just best cinematography in a series? Like, I think there are 16 categories and usually one Lifetime Achievement Award that it can all be on screen. Exactly. Wait, are you talking about 16 categories are you talking about at the Critics' Choice Awards? I'm not exactly sure, because, yeah. Do you like Flash with Ezra Miller? It's a very mixed bag, to be honest. There was some great stuff in the Flash movie. Like, anything involving, like, Barry Allen, I think is very interesting. I think even Supergirl is very interesting in the film. But the problem is then when you get to the fan service stuff, like, ultimately, Batman doesn't mean shit. Like, why is Michael Keaton even in this movie? And then, and the movie just takes so many detours, and it doesn't help that the effects are not really all that great. I mean, like, sometimes they're kind of fun, but, like, other times, like, for example, like, then there's other times where it's, like, where it's, like, where the effects just look really, really bad. Oh, at SAG. At SAG, there are 16 categories? Oh, yeah, wait, okay, yeah, at SAG. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. They also do TV categories. I like the first 2 acts and Barry's final scene with his mom, but the third act is terrible and the CGI is god-awful. Yeah, yeah, like, there are some points where the CGI is like, okay, it's kind of interesting, and I do like some of the ideas for the visual effects. It's just, it's just pretty clear the visual effects were rushed. They were very, very rushed. And it's not really like a visual effects people problem, that's more of like the studio, because there's a lot of things in that movie where I could tell those were just studio notes. Like, oh, we gotta have that scene where like all these universes are in one another, like with Nicolas Cage's holy. And the thing is, they actually brought in Nicolas Cage to to make some faces or something like that for the camera, only to not use any of it and just go with CGI. It's like, what, you couldn't just use what's the point in getting Nicolas Cage on board if you weren't just going to use him? I hope Superman's CGI doesn't look like the Flash. It won't. Like the thing is, there's a lot more time and care being put into Superman than the Flash. Like the Flash, you could tell was just like destroyed by the studio. But now that James Gunn runs DC Studios and he's directing and writing this film, I think he's gonna be just fine. I think James Gunn is gonna be just fine with Superman. And obviously the CGI looks very good in Superman so far. This cameo thing was generally scummy in the case of the dead Superman actor. Oh, Christopher Reeve. It's kind of weird, and it doesn't even. Superhero movie's dead until Batman 2. No, I'm still looking forward to Fantastic Four and Superman stuff. I still think superhero movies are there's still gonna be some great ones out there. I mean, hell, I still am a big fan of Deadpool and Wolverine, to be honest. But it's like, I'm about to hop onto Fuji's stream. Peace, y'all. Oh, see you, AJ. Yeah, like I said, once we get to 7:45 or something like that, then we'll head over. I'll end the stream and head over to Jonathan Fuji's stream. Hello again, Fall Guy One Stunts. Oh yeah, we saw that. Holy shit, yeah. Or they love Honora because they love Honora. That's what I'm thinking. Fantastic Four feels like it could get a production design nomination. Maybe. If the reviews are very good for Fantastic Four, I would probably maybe consider that. Probably, maybe. See you at the Film Drunk stream. Yeah, see ya. I'm probably not gonna be watching because I'm gonna watch the SAG Awards, but I'll probably hey, I'm sending over my chat. Hello. But yeah, I just want to know: can we get any super chat? Not super chats, but maybe super chats. Who knows? But can we get any memberships before we close the stream? Can we get any memberships? It's only $2 a month. Hello, yeah, and you got lots of cool perks. Hey, can we get any memberships? Hello. Minecraft could get a production design nomination. Probably not. I'm not gonna predict a Minecraft movie to get nominated for production design. Probably not. Yeah, the SAG Awards are gonna be on Netflix. What do we have here? Avatar, the one where fire is involved. But yeah, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, 7:43. I'm about to end off the, live stream. And, I'll do a video tonight where I react to the SAG Award winners. And also, the, ASC. James Cameron's live-action Pokemon sequel won't feature song. I don't know. But yeah, let's see. I might get ready to end it right now. But yeah, guys, go over. SAG videos should be coming tonight. I'm definitely going to try to edit that as fast as I can, and also try to get to the ASC and talk about a little bit what happened at the Cinema Audio Society and the USC Scripter Awards, so I'll talk about that as well. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We got a lot of cool things coming. Again, watch out for that Brother Bro collab coming on Wednesday. And like I said, my SAG Awards reaction will be coming up. Like I said, if you want to become a member, the option's right there. And if you want to donate, if you want to give any money via Ko-Fi, that's also very much appreciated as well. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure you watch that. Hold on. Be sure you hit that subscribe button, because if you don't, none of your votes will win at SAG.